Welcome back, tankers. This time we bring you a rather special world of tanks. We have two very rare premiums that have just hit the Xbox World of Tanks store. And we're going to take a look at those. So the first one you have is a KV-220. You can get this either loaded or fully loaded. As you can see, the prices are a little bit different. Fully loaded, you get the tank gun rammer toolbox and improved ventilation, and you also get a few extra shells. An op comes with each of these, no matter which one you buy. KV op comes with it. Next one for a little bit more is the HYDROSTAT, PZ4 HYDROSTAT loaded. There's also the fully loaded. Again, basically the same things come with a fully loaded as a KV, except for the enhanced gun laying drive. 1 day of premium, 1 garage slot for each of those. You can also get the KV-220 and the PZ4 together, both fully loaded. Both come with fully trained crews, garage slots, extra shells. This actually comes with 3 days of premium, 2 garage slots, so you may be better off getting that one if you're seeking both tanks. Then again, if you want to save a little money, just go for the loaded ones. That's the ones I ended up going for. I'll just use my premiums as money harvesters to, put the perks that I want on there and equipment. So back here in the shop, we have our EZ4 hybrid, which comes with the Maybach HL120 V12. You get the 7.5 centimeter KW-40L 48 cannon, KP4 HYDROSTAT tracks, KP4 HYDROSTAT turret, FU G5 MIT-20 radio. Camouflage is, well, it's average. You might want to buy some camouflage for it. View range is a little above average at 350 meters. Rate of fire is a little less to be desired at 13.95. Turret rotation at 44 degrees and chassis rotation at 40. Acceleration is quite nice at 440. Speed limit at 48. Matches very nice with the acceleration. Hit points at 580. See, the armor's a little meh. Of course, 30 to the sides, 20 to the rear. You're gonna want to watch out for that back. 50 at the front. Make sure you angle that armor. So we'll go next to the KV-220, which is a very nice, well-rounded tank with a V2 KT engine, 56mm 5 cannon, KV-220 tracks, KV-220 turret, and a 10R radio. Camouflage is below average. You're definitely going to want camouflage perks and camouflage, just your regular camouflage. View range 310. You probably want a telescope on it. Fire rates at 14 even. Turret rotation at 22 degrees. Chassis rotation at 20. It's a little much to be desired, but acceleration at 650 and 33 kph it isn't too bad. Hit points at 690 to make up for some of that. 100 at the front and both sides for armor, and 80mm at the back. Very well rounded with the armor. You can take some good hits. Looks like it's going to be more of a tank that is more of a bruiser. Of course, it looks like the timing on the reload's going to be a little much, but the armor may make up for that if you angle it properly, perhaps. So if I've gone over everything as far as that goes, let's go in and we'll take these for some dry runs. We'll see how these things work. Of course, again, these are very rare tanks. It's just showed up on the Xbox store. It's hard telling when they're going to be around, when they disappear. Could be 6, could be 9 months, so make sure you get in on those if you want them now. Make sure you get them before they disappear. It's hard saying when they'll be back, if they do come back. It's hard to anticipate Wargaming's moves with the premium tanks, so if you want them, get them. I didn't happen to get the last KV-5, special KV-5 that was out. I thought it was a touch much in price. These prices are a little bit more likable for everybody, I think, this time around. Actually, something you can look at the gold price and say, oh, I'll buy that. Well, let's see if we can keep this low armor tank out of trouble. Of course, you notice I didn't hesitate to put my bomb emblems on the turret. Gotta have the eyes. So, already I can tell it's a very fast tank. It's hard saying what I do with it, but seems like right now it may be one of those Sherman play styles. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens when I start firing off this cannon. It's got fairly decent speed. I'll give it that. I wouldn't use it as an all-around scout tank, but it could pose as one. Let's see if we can help these fellas out here. Reload's very nice on this. I don't want to get hit by any kind of artillery, so I'm gonna watch out for that. Now, what's this heavy gonna end up doing? Always very cautious with the heavies. Usually end up meeting them right front to front, like this. Oh. Reverse is pretty nice on this. I like this. It gets out of the way quick. I want to be, hopefully, no. I can't believe he's doing this. Make that a lesson. Never drive in back of somebody like that.
Enemies looking right at us.
Now, I'm gonna get blown up because of this. But that's what you gotta do sometimes, I guess. When you get the screw in. Put to your buttons. So obviously that wasn't a very good first time out with the new premium. We'll hopefully make up for that as time goes on. Let's go to that KV-220. It's well-rounded armor. I'm going to wait to put perks on that too, because I'm quite undecided on what I want on these right now. I do like that HYDROSTAT tank. Unfortunate the fall of events in that map. That's a good lesson right there. If at any time there's somebody firing, don't go right up and back from them, because they may need to back up and get out of the way of enemy fire, and they can't do that with you behind them. That's just a little tip for the new folk. Of course, that's another prime example of those who may buy premium tanks going into it thinking they're going to have an upper hand. That's an example of you can get blown right out of the battlefield just like anybody else.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
So, here we go with that KV-220. That's massive. 100 armor on both sides. Looks like he's checking it out. I think I'm gonna hang back here. Somebody wants me to follow them, so let me see who this is. What have I got? Two people. Well, I'm definitely gonna hang with this heavy. KV-220 and this T1 heavy could make quite the force to be reckoned with. Hopefully this
Enemies looking right at us.
Hopefully this VK will hang out with us. He seems to be hanging back a little bit. We've got that artillery on our position already. Give me something to shoot. Okay, he's done. Very good. Now, where I don't have my camouflage net on, camouflage, it's probably best that I work around behind the trees with this thing, and still, as you can see, I'm being spotted. This thing's able to take rounds, as you can see, quite nicely. I would like to connect with this cannon, but I do not want to be in focus with too many people. Let's try to roll this right out there. Let's see what this thing's got. Actually, the reload's quite nice in this. I didn't expect this. Very nice. Of course, I've put no consumables on, so I'll have to deal with my busted modules.
They've spotted us. Enemy
One
armor
more
is
and he's
damaged.
had it.
We've lost a track.
Come on, give me another one. Very
Rich,
nice.
another bad guy.
I'll have to wait for that. I have a fully trained crew on this premium, so
Track is good to
away
go.
we go.
Enemies got us in their sight. They're hit. Penetration. Bounced off.
It's alright.
Our
Very
team just
good.
wasted an enemy.
Come on. Lost that heavy that was with me.
Focus on this area.
So that's unfortunate. We have a little bit of an incline. Let's see if we can get around off on this guy.
They're hit. I think we're shooting spitballs.
Come on, baby.
Enemy brewed
He's
up.
on fire.
That's another kill for
I
our
may
team.
take bad one right here. My track's out.
Long range fire incoming. Where's that coming
Come
from?
on, baby. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Where is he coming from? This bush?
We got
Oh,
long range fire
come
incoming.
on. Fix that track.
Load it up. Let it rip. Track hit.
No, I ain't gonna make it.
Track's up.
Very good. Let's go. Let's go. 23 hit points left. As you can see, this thing takes massive hits. If your play style of tanks is a bruiser, then this is definitely the tank for you. It definitely holds its own with the gun and with the armor. It's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Fully loaded with all the rounds on it. You're definitely making noise on the battlefield. Unfortunately, I'm so damaged that I could never make it back to help my team, I don't think. So what I'm gonna do is keep heading off towards their base. More than likely, I have a feeling I'm gonna take fire from their sniper. Ideally, I'd like to get that arty at least get the arty. But if he hits me direct, I've had it. One hit from either of them boys, I've had it.
Nice shot.
Oh, he's had it. He's had it. Oh shit! I missed.
Enemies are capturing the base.
Okay.
Scratch another bad guy.
Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it.
Focus attention here.
I am pretty much has no way I could ever make it back. No way. It's just not in the cards. I can't even turn for turd. This thing. Definitely not getting there in 13 seconds. But if you are up in the air with the new premium tanks, and you want one that can take some hits, the KV-220 would be the way to go. Like I was saying, fully loaded, it will definitely be a force to be reckoned with. I can see it now. And if they don't end up nerfing the tank, which they have a tendency to do, I really wouldn't be surprised, because this thing can really hold its own. As you can see, the first run with it I've done, which was dry, no perks, no nothing, has pretty much spoken for itself with this tank. Unlike my display with the new HYDROSTAT, this one has definitely proved itself, I would say. Let's check out that HYDROSTAT and let's see if we can possibly make up for that last run. But this time we're gonna change this up a little bit. We'll put a couple of those, we'll put a couple of that. Large repair kit. We'll put first aid kit for on the small, and we'll put a small kit on that. Let's see. Taking a look at these real quick. I think right now I'm gonna put the enhance levers on. Help track protection and go with that for right now. Let's take that for a spin. I say I was gonna do this a lot earlier. I've spent the last almost 10 hours trying to figure out why I was getting error codes every time I was trying to stream to Twitch. It's been more frequent lately with the Xbox One between Twitch and using that to stream, and seems like the weekends it goes through this massive funk. So I may be seeking alternative routes to recording my content and posting it to YouTube, and quite possibly putting the whole Twitch thing completely on the shelf for good. The service as a whole seems to not be reliable for what I'm doing. So if I gotta go out and buy an Elgato or a game capture device, you know, just spend more bread doing that, and that's the route I'll take.
Either take them out or capture their base.
I need something that's a service that's reliable. Twitch has proven to be otherwise. Especially when I'm spending more than 8 to 10 hours in a day attempting to record content, and I'm unable to do it because of error code messages and just stupidity. I mean, if the service can't be reliable, why, you know, why use it? And it's not like my channel on Twitch makes a lot of noise. Anyway, I very rarely get viewers on Twitch, so I mean, what's the point of using it? Risking that extra drop in quality, you know, through their upload filters and rendering crap. I think if I just get a dedicated recording device, record that way, I'll have more power to edit my videos the way I want them, and all that kind of happy stuff. So as far as my future with Twitch, it's looks very, very limited, and the time seems like it's going to be very, very short as far as frequenting that website. So far I've kept this out of trouble. I'm kind of keeping back with the pack though. I would like to get a score with this cannon. Oh, it's doing funny things.
Enemies looking right at us.
Ooh, ammo rack. Ooh, 2 hits from that sniper. Try to get away from that.
Focus on this area. Penetration.
It has a nice cannon on it, I will say that.
Locked and loaded.
I'm surprised the armor's actually taken what it has and 2 direct sniper rounds, and it still has more than half its hit points. Definitely not the KV-220, but Cannon's quite nice. I do like the tank. Come on, baby. Here we go. Zero in. Yeah, right on that turret. Oh, I should have known better. Oh, they want me. They're not happy with me anymore. Let's see. Let me get out of here. Heading back to the base. Let's see if I can give that heavy a helping hand. He's taking some pretty good flak right now. Oh boy. I'm gonna go with this. Nah, he got lit up.
They've spotted us.
I knew he'd disappear as soon as I looked at him.
Enemy's looking right at us.
I'm gonna be just too outnumbered.
The enemy is capturing the base.
I knew it anyway. The rest of the team just got wiped out way too fast. I could have taken my time heading back to the base, I suppose, too. As you can see, there's a fairly heavy hitting cannon on that. That's not really bad. It is one of them tanks you want to keep out of trouble, though. Gets hit in the back, it's just absolutely had it. Let's go with that. 220 again. We're gonna, this time, put some rounds on it. Not that we used the rounds on the HYDROSTAT last time, but let's pack this thing right full of goodness. And I'll give it a little bit of camouflage as well. I say all the camouflages look pretty nice on the KV. For now, I'm just gonna go with the time stuff. That'll be good for now. Let's have a look really quick at equipment. I have a feeling equipment's gonna be rather... Yeah, I knew they'd want a lot for that ammo rack. I'm gonna actually save my silver up a little bit for that. I'll put that on for now, though. I get my money back for it if I don't want it. Let's actually... might as well put a camouflage perk on there and work on that while we've got that. It'll give us time to build the silver and go for the much more expensive equipment. So, KV-220, here we go. Again, it's uncertain how long these two very rare premium tanks will be on the market. This is the Xbox One version again. You'll want to pick up these tanks if you're a collector while they last. It's just hard saying when they'll be back. If you like a tank that can take some hits, definitely the KV-220 is a good one to shoot for first. And the HYDROSTAT does hold its own. I've yet to master its playstyle, but I'll get there with it. Definitely not coming to World of Tanks like I'm the pro. You've definitely seen by my gameplay, I'm far from it. Certainly not dressing to impress. Once in a while I'll have some good matches though. Looks like everybody's going with that KV though. Oh, that's a KV-1, excuse me. It's a very good line to go after if you're new to World of Tanks.
Hold the marked objective. Get to it.
Like I was asked before, if I was to do it all over again, what nation would I have gone with if I was to do it all over again? And I told that person that I would have definitely gone with a Soviet line had it been available at the time of the 360 beta. Because of course you've got the KV and the IS line that are just, they can be potentially unstoppable in the right hands.
Enemies are capturing the base.
So if I was, like I was asked, if I was to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I would definitely have gone with the Soviet line first had it been available and gone after the KV line and the IS lines, just because they well-rounded armor followed up with a well-rounded cannon and put in the right hands. They're very devastating. Sometimes I cease to make those demonstrations, but
The track is damaged.
yeah, keep shooting. You ain't doing nothing this thing. I'm actually gonna save my consumables for right now. I'm gonna repair that. Battles for the base on this map, so I'm gonna concentrate more on defending that position. Maybe not quite so much as taking the base over, but more or less holding the other team from wanting to set up shop around there, like they're making a very good effort of doing now. See if they change their mind once this KV comes around the corner.
Enemies looking right at us. It's like we're shooting spitballs. Gun loaded.
So you can see a far range. A little much to be desired, but close range is very, very nice. Looks like we got a comrade here.
Friendly vehicle destroyed.
Looks like he's gonna be setting up to take a shot, so I don't want to get in front of him right now. Wow, I didn't even hit him. Damn. I'm gonna switch the penetrator on this guy. Oh, he went down. I shouldn't have wasted that. Oh, that was a clean wipe. I didn't even have to do much on that one. Had a pretty good team going there. So once again, two very rare tanks in the premium store right now. KV-220. And the PZ-4 HYDROSTAT. Both very nice tanks. I of course got both of them as I like to collect the tanks, and these ones were very nicely priced. If you want a tank that takes a lot of hits, KV-220 is definitely the way to go. If you want a little bit faster tank with a nice cannon on it, which don't take as many hits, the HYDROSTAT is also a good way to go. Both very nice, well-rounded tanks. And from the looks of the price, well worth it for right now. So don't let these two slip by. They are described as either very rare or ultra rare tanks. So hopefully we'll see a lot of them out there on the battlefield. And we'll see you next time on World of Tanks. Roll out.